it wasn't the way I expected. One day, I got a phone call from Selena, a FaceTime, and she's like,
Francia has unfollowed Selena Gomez on Instagram. This comes a day after Selena Gomez's documentary, My Mind and Me, premiered. E! News had made this post in regards to Selena, where Selena said in her variety...
Basically had a C-section. So a lot of moms, like, you have to stay in and not hold anything heavy. It's hard to walk because, you know, you got cut into.
Now, this is part 2 about that kidney, because when Francia's dad sat down for an interview, you'll be shocked to hear what he had to say. Now, the Daily Loud is reporting that Selena Gomez and her kidney donor, Francia...
The real story behind Selena Gomez and Francia Raisa's broken friendship. The internet has been buzzing again, and this time, it's because of something Taylor Swift just posted. That single post has people convinced they finally know the real reason Selena Gomez and her former best friend Francia Raisa had their big fallout. For weeks, the internet has painted Selena as the villain, a heartless friend who forgot about the woman who literally saved her life. But after Taylor's latest reveal, everything looks different. It turns out Selena might never have been the bad one in the story. The real problem, according to people close...
Every relationship has its ups and downs. I don't know any relationship that's perfect. I went a year recently without talking to my own mother who birthed me. So yeah, we had our stuff. What happened? I'm very private. That's between us, and I'd rather keep it between us. But like, friendship...
to both of them was jealousy. Francia's jealousy. Not the quiet kind that stays hidden, but the kind that slowly eats away at trust, friendship, and loyalty until there's nothing left. And when Taylor finally stepped in, she didn't just talk. She brought receipts. Texts, deleted videos, private messages, and proof that Francia had been doing things behind Selena's back for years. Things that even the fans didn't see coming. Now, everyone is asking the same question. Was Francia always jealous of Selena? Or did something finally make her snap? How the cracks started showing. The tension between Selena Gomez and Francia Raisa wasn't new. Insiders say it had been building for years, little by little, until it finally exploded, right before Selena's wedding in Santa Barbara. A few days before the ceremony, Francia sat down for an interview that changed everything. When the interviewer casually asked if she'd be attending Selena's wedding, Francia's reaction was odd. She hesitated, smiled in a forced way, and said she had heard Selena was getting married, as if...
De eso ahorita no voy a hablar, pero sí sé que se va a casar y estoy muy feliz por ella y pues mira, tiene vida y pues ya es millonaria y pues estoy agradecida que pude hacer eso.
She wasn't sure herself. Her tone was polite but cold. You could see it in her face. No warmth, no excitement, just irritation wrapped in a smile. Then came the follow-up question about those rumors that Selena had been drinking and partying after her kidney transplant. Francia's mask cracked instantly.
Francia has unfollowed Selena Gomez on Instagram. This comes a day after Selena Gomez's documentary, My Mind and Me, premiered. E! News had made this post in regards to Selena, where Selena said in her variety interview, "My only friend in the industry really is Taylor." Francia had commented and quickly deleted her comment, saying, "Interesting." Francia had donated her kidney to Selena Gomez in 2017, but she was not mentioned at all in the documentary.
She tried to dodge the question, saying she wasn't aware. Then she claimed TMZ had reached out to her, but she hadn't responded. Finally, she threw in that loaded line, "Maybe one day we will." That sentence was short, but the meaning was clear. It sounded like a warning, like she was holding something over Selena's head. Her body language gave her away too. She smiled too hard, looked away from...
Bueno, ahorita lo que me estás preguntando son bromas que ha estado en el medio y hay demasiados rumores. Yo nunca he dicho nada. Justo cuando salió ese rumor de que yo me había enojado o algo así porque estaba fumando, yo ni sabía, me llamó TNT, yo estaba trabajando, entonces lo que me estás preguntando son rumores, o sea, nadie sabe de lo que está pasando y ni ella y yo estamos hablando de eso y algún día a lo mejor...
The camera and fidgeted like she was barely holding back anger. And a few days later, when Selena's wedding actually happened, everything became crystal clear. The wedding that changed...
Francia may have unfollowed Selena, but Selena Gomez does still follow her. I think that Selena Gomez misspoke in this interview, where she says Taylor's her only friend in the industry. I think she was referring to like the singing industry. because not only does she have Francia, who's an actress who we thought was a very close friend, but also Cara Delevingne seems like she's one of Selena's closest friends, and she also is in the acting industry.
Everything. Selena's wedding was the event of the year. It was beautiful, elegant, and filled with A-list guests. Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, Martin Short, and Paris Hilton all showed up to celebrate her big day. But the internet noticed one thing immediately. Francia wasn't there. People lost it. They flooded social media accusing Selena of being ungrateful, of leaving out the woman who gave her a kidney and saved her life. It was brutal. But then others started piecing things together. What if Selena did invite Francia, and Francia just couldn't handle it? Because when you look at the timeline, the clues line up perfectly. That interview wasn't confusion, it was resentment. Francia didn't skip the wedding because she was heartbroken. She skipped it because she couldn't stand seeing Selena finally happy, loved, and moving on without her. The friendship that became a power struggle. To understand how things got this bad, you have to go back to the start. In 2017, when Selena's lupus got worse.
As we all know, Selena has acted and sung, so therefore when she says industry, you would think both. Nonetheless, I hope they can work it out because they have had a friendship of over 10 years. They used to refer to each other as sisters, and they were just making cute little TikToks a few months ago.
She needed a kidney transplant. Francia was her close friend at the time. But what most people forget is that Selena never asked Francia for the kidney. Francia found out by accident after Selena broke down one night and confessed how sick she was. Out of love, or maybe guilt, Francia offered to donate her kidney. The surgery was successful, and for a while, everything looked perfect. Selena called Francia her beautiful friend and said she gave her the ultimate gift and sacrifice. That hospital photo of them holding hands went viral, symbolizing real friendship. But slowly, something changed. Francia started acting differently, more possessive, more controlling. It was like she believed donating the kidney gave her a permanent claim over Selena's life. By 2022, the shift was obvious. Selena released her documentary My Mind and Me, opening up about her health, her struggles, and her recovery, but she didn't mention Francia once. That was the spark that set everything on fire. Soon after, Selena told Rolling Stone that Taylor Swift was her only real friend in the industry. Francia saw the quote online and left one comment under a post about it. Interesting. Just one word, but that single word exploded across the internet. She deleted it almost immediately, but it was too late. Screenshots spread everywhere, and people started calling Selena ungrateful. Selena clapped back under a TikTok post, saying, "Sorry I didn't mention every person I know." That one line said it all. The friendship was done. After that, Francia unfollowed Selena on Instagram. Selena didn't return the gesture. She still followed Francia, maybe out of hope or nostalgia. But the internet could already tell things would never be the same again. The hidden jealousy behind the scenes. Over the next year, Francia doubled down. She started giving interviews saying they hadn't spoken much in 6 years and hadn't talked at all in the last year. She insisted there was no drama, just distance. But let's be real. People don't go from donating an organ to no communication overnight. That's not distance. That's bitterness. Fans started to see the pattern. Whenever Selena